Ow! Episode 18, Scary Terry. And this is Carrie. It's Carrie. It's Carrie without the throwing of the tampons and the naked women and the major harassing, but it's Terry. Or it's Carrie. Yeah. So there's a Sadie Hawkins dance coming up, and Tommy, of course, wants to go with Stacy, but Stacy doesn't think it's a good idea. Her boyfriend, Eric the Arm, is back in college now, and so she doesn't think it's a good idea to go out, to, go to the dance together, even as friends. That's smart. Too bad she's full of shit. And I was like, well, let me know if you change your mind. And then we're introduced to the new student, or not new, but director of Terry, who we never see again. We never seen before, never see again. She's basically Carrie. She's an outcast. She's picked on. She's blonde, and she has telekinetic powers, which she just finds out in this episode. I love the intro to this though. Every school has an outcast. And it shows Merton. He goes, no, not Merton. And he pans over to Terry. Terry Bagwell is her name. Not to be confused with Buff Daddy. Buff Bagwell. Buff, the stuff and the girls can't get enough. Buff Daddy. Anyway, so, yes, Sadie Hawkins dance. And he asks Stacy, but Stacy, like I said, Stacy says, first of all, the girls, I think it was Sadie Hawkins asked, the girls have to ask the guys. So he's like, not happy. Merton doesn't get a date. Instead, he is busy. His side plot, the side plot episode is that Becky has a first date with this guy named Scott. Wasn't me. Although I think we were around the same age. I think I was around Becky's age when the show came out. So, 99, I'll be 12. So, close. I think she's like 14, so we're close in age at least. But, maybe 15. I don't know. We're going to the same school. I think she's a freshman. So maybe she was older than me. But, yeah. She got a date with this guy because this guy broke up with this girl named Heather. And so this lunch scene makes no sense to me. So Merton's walking around trying to find a place to sit. He and Tommy sit at the same table during every lunch scene. Same seat, same table, right there, in front of the lunch line. It's right there all the time, right? But he's trying to find a place to sit, and he sits in front of the Becky and her friend, and they take off. And then Terry's trying to find a place to sit, and Tommy, she gets picked on. Tommy's like, you can sit right next to me, which is like right in front of him. And he's sitting with the football players. Wait, when did he start sitting with football players again? He and Merton sat together. What? Huh? Very confused. Every other episode they sit together, but because they have to have these scenes, they sit separately. I don't know. Merton mentions Mr. Crazy Pants, which is someone that he used to use to cheer her up when they were younger, which comes back to it. All right. Two coincidences. Terry finds out that Terry finds out that Tommy is a werewolf, and she's like, "It's okay, because I can do this." And she totally shakes and destroys a trash can and stuff, which leads to the face that will be the thumbnail. That face just says it all, doesn't it? Yeah. So then Terry asks him to go to the dance, and he says yes, because there's no one else to go with. Stacy's not gonna ask him. But wouldn't you know it? Now that he's going with her. Now he's already, before Stacy even asks him, he's ready to take it back, and he's like, I think I've changed my mind. He goes to talk to Terry, and she gives him not a corsage, whatever it's called, it's a flower. Stop yawning! There's a flower that goes here. She stabs him in with. Hope he doesn't go that far in. Stab him, you know. But my hair looks weird. It's poofed up here for some reason. But he was gonna, take it back, but Terri leaves, or so we think. Stacy comes in and says, I changed my mind. I think we should go to dance together. He's like, well, I can't. I'm going with Terri Bagwell. She's like, I know you like Terri Bagwell. He goes, I don't. I feel sorry for her. And Terri hears that. She's like, you feel sorry for me? I feel sorry for you. And she destroys this trophy case. Time for the dance. Becky and her friends and the Scott guy and his friend's date show up, and Scott's like, gonna go get us some drinks, and then never comes back because we see that he's dancing with Heather and they kiss, and Becky runs off and Merton follows. Cover her. Meanwhile, Terri hasn't shown up yet, so Tommy dances with Stacy. Because of course. Terri then shows up and sees this. The fun part is that TNT get wrecked by Terri in this. They get knock a door, shut the door on one of them, on Travis, and then Tim gets knocked down. It's funny. But if they're doing a mock UN and they're Costa Rica, and hey, we're swapping. You're Costa Rica now. We're America. USA, USA, USA. But Merton finds Becky in the park. She can hear him because his chains are moving, and he cheers her up with Mr. Crazy Pants, and they go a little bit closer. They hug, and it's like, aww. As a big brother, right? That hits me right here. As a big brother myself. But yeah. Meanwhile, back at the party, Terri goes a cuckoo bananas, and everyone leaves, and this causes Tommy to wolf out because she hits him with something. They have a bit of a fight, telekinetic fight. She throws him into a wall, and then he talks her down and says, I don't feel sorry for you. I don't feel anything because I feel numb after you threw me into the wall. And they kind of connect, and they decide to be friends. And that's really all there is of that. We don't see her again. And then the prologue is that Terri left school to be a pro bowler, cheated with her powers, and then supposedly Merton and Becky are closer, but she's still, hey, can you not walk on the same side of school with me? He's like, she loves me. It's his sister, it's little sister. That's almost fine. It's not one I go back to. It's just kind of meh. They don't even the thing is, I don't think Merton mentions Carrie here. Telekinetic, maybe too on the nose. I don't know, but the movie references are few and far between. The last one, I think it was in Big Bad Wolf. He mentioned the movie. I don't remember what the movie was, but sorry. Let's just go on to the next one. Before I go through 3 different versions of this just to find something watchable. The ones I was watching, it's this weird little thing, and an audio shorted, and then another version I started to watch that audio desynced, and it was way off, and then so it's still hard to find. Going off YouTube, it's kind of hard. Hopefully, it's easier going forward. But yeah, on to the next one.